Hello everyone and welcome to Alpha Sims video documentation. For the sake of this documentation, we'll assume that you have purchased a license of Alpha Sims and Alpha Sims has already been locally installed in your school. But if you haven't done that, it's still not late. You can as well visit brightersoft-technology.com.ng to get a license of Alpha Sims for your school as an admin. So Alpha Sims is a school management software that helps school admin to manage school activity from admin tasks down to academics and other school activities. So when Alpha Sims has been installed in your school, this is the first page you will see before setting up your school on Alpha Sims. So the first thing to do is to log in as an admin. So I'll assume that a login credentials has already been provided for the admin, and I'll go ahead and sign in, then proceed to set up the school. So this is the admin login name and the password as well down here. So we'll log in. So this is the dashboard of Alpha Sims. You can see that 0 classes, 1 student, 1 teacher, 0 subject, 1 attendance, 1 exams, and 1 book. So by default, this is what you have, and this is what you see by default when you log in as an admin. Before you set up your school, this information will be override after you provide the new information for your own school. So the first thing to do when log in, you scroll down on the side menu bar, you scroll down and locate settings. So under settings, the first thing to do is to click on Institute, where you can set up your school details. So I'll proceed to click on Institute. So here we are. You can see that here will serve as a school name. So already I have Demo Academy, established this year 2008. This is the website for Demo Academy, demo.academy.edu. This is the email address that belongs to Demo Academy. This is the phone number of the school and the school address. So the first thing to do is to fill in the name and all the details that is contained under Institute, which I've already done that. So I'll proceed to save. So next is to provide details for your grading system. So still under settings, locate grade and click on grade. So this is it. By default, we have 2 grade name already provided. We have A and B, which this is the grade point for. The mark is 100. The grade name, the grade point, the mark from, mark to, and the call to action. So under call to action, one can edit a particular grade, or you can as well delete a grade. So we have 80 to 100 for grade A, 60 to 79 for grade B, let me add grade C. So you can see there's provision up here to add the grading rules. So here under grade you provide a grade name, so I'll add C. Under point, since we have 4 for B, let me give it 3. Under mark from, since it's 12 at 60, can add let's say 50 to 59, 50, let's say to 59 for C. We'll proceed to add this. So you can see we have grade C with the grade point of 3 and marked from 50 to 59. So I'll add 2 more grades that we can use for this demonstration. I'll add D and I'll add F. So this is it. I've added grade D and F. You can see F has a mark of a point of 1, mark from 0 to 39. D has a point of 2, mark from 40 to 49. And you can as well modify this grade to suit your grading system for your school. I understand that some schools have E as grade, so you can as well modify the numbers from and to fit in whatever you have in your grading system. So the next thing to do is to go back to settings and click on users, where we can add users of the application. By default, the admin has already been registered. This is the email address of the admin, the login name, the group the admin belongs to, the description, and then a call to action, where we can edit or delete a particular user. Before I proceed, I want to talk about this user group. When you click on the drop down arrow, you can see the group that a user can be assigned to. We have accountant, we have admin, librarians, parent, student, supervisor, and teacher. So each user must be assigned to a group, and each group has different privilege from any other group. So what an accountant can do will be different from what an admin can do. What a librarian can do will be different from what a parent can do. What a student can do will be different from what a supervisor can do, and likewise supervisor and teachers down here. So for the purpose of these tutorials, I'm going to add 5 parents and assign them to 5 students and 5 teachers, and we'll proceed from there. So I'll pause this video for a while and add 5 parents, 5 students, and 5 teachers. Yeah, so I've added parents, students, and I'll attach the students to the parents and also some staff. Let me add one more student, Usman Musa. So Musa, the last name is Usman, email address musa.usman@student.com, login name I'll give him Musa, and with the password, and I'll choose students for the group and write junior secondary students. Okay, and proceed to click on add. Okay, so I've added one more student to the list of students and parents and teachers that we have created under users. So this is it for settings. Once you are done with settings, scroll up still under the set menu bar and proceed to add classes. So when you click on class, there are options, two options, one for adding new classes and the other for viewing the classes that has been added. So I'll proceed to add new classes. I'll click on add new. So I'll add 3 classes for the sake of this tutorial. Let's have GSS1, and the numeric value of classes is actually a unique ID that must be assigned to a class. So we have 1 to 10 numeric values. So endeavor to assign one value to one class. You can assign one value to 2 classes. So you can assign 1 to GSS1 and also assign 1 when you are creating a class maybe called GSS2. So make sure you assign one numeric value to one class. If you assign one value to 2 classes, will definitely prompt an error. So let's proceed. Give it a description of junior secondary school, and I'll add classes. Proceed to add class. So I'll add 2 more classes, GSS1, GSS2 and GSS3. So I've added GSS1, 2 and 3. You can proceed and click on class list to see the list of classes that has been added, or another option is up here to view the list of classes. So whichever one you click, definitely take you to the class list. So this is it. This is the unique code. That was the numeric value that I've assigned to the class. I've assigned 1 to GSS1, 2 to GSS2, and 3 to GSS3. So by default, we have 1 student, 0 student, and 0 student here also. And you know, we can always edit and as well delete a class that might have become invalid. So the next thing is proceed and add subject. So still under the side menu bar, click on subject. We have subject list and add new subject. So we click on add new to add new subject. So this is the subject details where we can add subject to our application. So in the under the subject code, expected to provide a unique code for each subject. So each subject should have a unique code that can be identified with. Then here we have the subject name, while under the type you can specify whether the subject is a core subject, a comprehensive subject, or an elective for a particular class. And under the subject group, by default is English, while under student group, one can choose any of the group available here, or if none available, you can choose non applicable, that's NA, and choose a class which a subject will be assigned to. And by default, 100 is our grading system mark, so you don't have to modify this. It's 100. Then down here we have full marks and pass marks for each subject. What are the full marks for a subject under these properties, and what are the pass marks under these properties? So I'll proceed and add one subject first. So let me add math. Let me give you the code of M101. Name it mathematics. Score I'll leave the subject group as default. Student group non-applicable for all. Assigned to GSS1. I'll leave the grading system as 100. And on that full marks, what is the full marks for maths? I believe is 100. And under the total marks, under the pass marks, what mark must you score to pass marks? So I'll assign 50 for a pass mark of math. Let's see, under exams, let's give exam 60 and a pass mark of 30. CA of 20, the pass mark of 10. Project 10, the pass mark of 5. Assignment 10, the pass mark of 5. So after this, we can proceed and click on add subject. So you can see process success, subject created successfully. So anytime you perform any task and the task and it is a success, you always see this success message at the top. So make sure you pay attention to whatever message that appear at the top. So I'll proceed and add other subjects, and I'll pause the video for a while as I do that. So I've added some subjects. So when you click on the view list, we can be able to view the list of subjects that has been added to the system. So you can see English E101 as a code. The name is English language. It's a core subject under the English group. It's not applicable to any student group. Assigned to GSS1. 100 marks is the grading system. So you can see we have full marks of 100 and the pass mark is 50 of the total. The exam marks is 60 and the pass mark is 30. The CA mark is 20 and the pass mark is 10. The assignment mark is 10, the pass mark is 5. The practical marks is 10 and the pass mark for practical is 5. So this is it. So these are the first step for you to set up your school. From settings, you move up to classes, down to subject. So in the next setup, we'll look at student, teacher, and attendance of student and teacher. So see you in the next tutorial.